Happy Monday, everybody.
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No.
No, man.
No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Huh.
Yep. Happy Monday, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. I'd first like to extend my condolences to everybody out there, including myself. It's Monday, everybody. I don't know what I try all week long not to have to say those words. And once a week, I got to say those words. I don't like it any more than you do. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not even messing around. I will say, I like to start off with this just because it's so great. This is so great.
I know they're going to try to kick me off here, so just let me try to get this out. First of all, Jesus, I hear you and I'm listening, Lord. I am listening, Lord. Second of all, I want to thank my beautiful wife. I would have never changed my life without you. I'd have ended up dead or in jail. I'd have killed myself if it wasn't for you and Jesus. I thank you for that. I thank you for my label, Broken Bow, Country Radio, baby. What's up, dog? Oh, Republic, John Manili, we did it, baby. There was a time in my life, y'all, that I was broken. That's why I wrote this album. I didn't think I had a chance, y'all. There was days that I thought the darkest things. I was a horrible human. There was a moment in my life that all I had was a Bible this big and a radio the same size and a 6x8 cell. And I believed that those two things could change my life. I believed that music had the power to change my life and God had the power to change my life. And I want to tell y'all right now, Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is not owned by one political party. Jesus is not owned by no music label. Jesus is Jesus, and anybody can have a relationship with him. I love you, Lord.
That was refreshing compared to all the F ice and ice out and all this other garbage nonsense that we get from the celebrities that no one cares about. When they're going to figure that one out? I don't know. Why do people care? They seem to still care. They seem to still care. Let me do a little thing here. Get this squared away. Get that done. Okay. So, Monday morning. What the heck is going on in America? So glad you chose to spend some of your morning here with us as we wake up to America on February 2nd, 2026. One of the things that's really kind of got under my skin about these protests and stuff like that are scenes like this. Scenes like this. Let me bring it, if I could ever bring it up, because, you know, we don't have the budget. We don't have the budget for a producer. This here. Those are all little kids out there protesting ICE. Who knew they were so politically, just their political IQ was so high? Who knew that? And then like this lady here, if it wasn't for people like this lady here, we would be, man, I can't imagine what kind of trouble America would be in if we didn't have teachers out there like this sacrificing for our students.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Canton. I am the director here at the
My name is Dr. Canton, and I have a mental disorder.
Chloe Day School here in Harlem, New York. As today is a national day of protest for all the violent things that we're seeing happening across our city. Here at the Chloe Day School, we learn about service and acts of service from Martin Luther King. And so to end our month of service, it's too cold outside for us to go outside and protest. Our teachers cannot walk off the job and leave our children unsupervised. So today, we decided in solidarity.
She sounded disappointed that they weren't allowed to just leave the kids there unattended. Didn't she? She sounded disappointed to me.
For us to go outside and protest, our teachers cannot walk off the job and leave our children unsupervised. So today, we decided in solidarity, we will support all those who are out protesting against the violence that we see and the harm that we see happening to our friends. So some of our friends are going to share how they feel about what's happening and what they want to see happen in our government to change the harm that we see.
Yeah, they're going to say what they feel, because these kids in preschool nowadays, man, they are in touch. They are right on the pulse of the American experience. They watch the news. They know what's going on. These kids today are smarter than they've ever been. Just see.
So Sahad, how do you feel about what's happening?
This is not coordinated or planned or anything.
I feel all of it.
Right. And how do you feel? What did you tell us earlier?
I feel angry.
Because you don't like to see what?
I don't like to see people are hurt or taken away from their family.
Right. And so, Isabel and Amadi, what do we want to say? Stop the...
What she means is, what did I tell you? Pardon me, I'm still getting over a sickness here. She means, what did the script say? What did we tell you to say again?
Amadi, what Stop the
Hating.
right. Okay, and my last three, Faith, Mariama, and Raya, what do we want to tell people?
Enough is enough. Stop hurting people.
And what do we want to say as a school?
Enough is enough. Stop hurting people.
Ms. Shadira, would you like to share your thoughts?
My thoughts are united, we're powerful, our words are strong, kindness is free. Let's do the right thing.
We are.
Amy, would you like to share?
Just stop hating and be kind to one another.
Here at the Chloe Day School, we teach love, we teach kindness, and when we work together, we are a better world. Thank you.
For those who can't read it, her shirt says, what does it say? Oh, hang on a second now. Yeah, dear ancestors. I understand the assignment. I wonder what that.
We're fighting with you even though we're inside.
Yeah, fighting for you from inside while we puppet these children. So glad we can show our racism again, like in the good old days. What's that mean? What racism? Are we racist here? Oh, I forgot they put us in that group. I forgot they told us that we're in that group now. It's wrong to allow school kids to walk out of school to protest. It's wrong. Some people ask, should they be locking the doors to keep these kids inside? Yes. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. Instead of turning kids loose to go protest in the streets, why not try something like educating them with these pathetic public schools we have? I saw one school had it was in Atlanta, I think, and they had a walkout, and the guy put up the statistics for that school district, and they were like 20% proficient in math and like 20% proficient in English. How about you focus on English and math then, instead of whatever the hell that is that let them go out to protest for these teachers? Is what it really is. Schools should be liable for any damage, problems, or injuries that occur when they let these kids just go out and do whatever. I get it. I've argued with a couple liberals about this. It fosters a civic education. Yeah, it can foster a civic education, but it shouldn't be done unless it's for like a social studies class or a history class and with proper planning and oversight and for educational purposes, and not to have the kids themselves probably protest or get involved. Only witness and observe for educational purposes. You know, observe like a legal observer. Like a legal observer. If the kids want to protest, they can do it on the weekend. Allowing it certainly invites logistical problems and safety risks and all that kind of stuff. Because students leaving the school ground, we had this happen at a school, my kid's school, 2 years back, and we raised hell. The school district is not like us. Letting kids leave the school grounds during school hours is a dangerous problem because schools are responsible for your kids' safety during the school hours. In my opinion, opening it up, allowing protests would open the school up to liability issues or lawsuits. All kinds of stuff can happen from that. We already saw kids going out, almost getting hit by cars. One got hit by a car. Luckily, there was only minor injuries. You got kids attacking people in the street. There was that one, I don't know if you saw the video, with a rather obese dude that got out of his truck and stuff, and the kids swarmed him, and then you hear, oh, it's the First Amendment right. You can't take these kids' First Amendment rights away. That's the debate I had with the school we have here too. The pro-child protest crowd, like child labor, pro-child protest crowd, point out that kids don't lose their First Amendment rights when they walk onto school property. And they're right. They're right. They don't lose their First Amendment rights. No one is saying they lose their First Amendment rights. But you give up some of your First Amendment rights when you agree to that code of conduct that the school had you sign. The First Amendment, for instance, says that I can wear a shirt that has swear words all over it and holes in it, and have my nipples hanging out and all that kind of nastiness. I can do that. I can go outside and walk around like that. That's protected. But however, school policy says I cannot wear that shirt to school. Sound like my mother. But school is for learning, not leering. That's a different class. This school is for learning. Walkouts disrupt classes and cause misinstruction for the students that aren't involved in the ridiculous protests like my kids weren't. We can't prioritize politics or protests or whatever over our children's education. And then as I dealt with my kids and some other kids and their friends, that some kids that don't want to participate feel pressured to do so. They'll be excluded if they disagree. You've seen what happens on the street out there when people find out that someone doesn't agree with them. Even people from their own clan, they still attack them and stuff. Why put the kids in those positions? In the end, the school districts cannot punish kids any more than they would for a missed absence if they leave school to protest. However, it is important that the districts actually follow through with those disciplinary actions. During school time, the school's authority to control student whereabouts and prevent disruption prevails over the student's personal First Amendment rights. In our school's case, they didn't follow their own policy. See, we had our students, we didn't have them do this, but during COVID, the students decided to have, they had a mask mandate walkout to protest having to wear masks. Okay, whatever. I'm not really for any kind of protest at school. I don't care what it's for. You're there to learn. So I didn't approve of that. However, neither did the school, and they punished kids accordingly. Great. The following year, our school had another protest the kids wanted to do. This one was for LGBT rights, and this one was organized by teachers and the principal, which I ended up finding out later on. Long story short, with that one, those kids went out to protest for LGBT rights, and they all no one was punished at all. No one got punished. Somehow the security camera video disappeared. It was amazing. It was amazing. Then I was called a liar just for even asking about it. That helped. That helped my small business. So no punishments for the left. If you're on the left and you protest, you don't get punishment. Even the ACLU agrees that schools can prevent students from leaving the building for a walkout and discipline them for doing so as long as the policy is applied neutrally and not based on the protest's content. Having these kids, I would be furious. I saw another video where a mom showed up at the school and the kids were all outside acting like fools and protesting, quote unquote, protesting. She went in and pulled her kid from school right then and there. Pulled her completely out of the school. So essentially, letting kids protest, first of all, there's two different things here. There's one, letting kids protest. And then there's the other side, which seems to be more of it, which is the teachers encouraging or even in some cases forcing the kids to protest. Either way, it disrupts education. It creates safety risks. It creates liability concerns. It has unequal participation because kids aren't all going to want to do it. And then those kids are going to be ostracized. And it sets poor precedent. Permitting walkouts for one issue opens the door to frequent absences for any cause, undermining consistent attendance policies and school authority. So bottom line, no. Kids should not be allowed to just walk out of school and protest. Nope, they shouldn't be. The schools should lock the doors. The schools should keep them in there. They shouldn't be out there doing that at all. They should have nothing to do with it. That's an interesting question. Is AI a glorified Ouija board? Kind of an interesting question. Oh, there's a lady there's a lady running for mayor in Oakland, California that they elected her. Oh.
You have
$50 minimum wage she wants. I'll get into that later. Where are we at here? Rogue mayors. So you got these mayors out here signing these executive orders in their little cities to basically say they're going to arrest ICE. They're going to charge ICE. They're going to arrest them. Yada, 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 yada. These rogue mayors, right? Let me pull back up to here. Rogue mayors. This is, I'm going to play some Portland in the background. This is from, I think, last night. ICE ran them off the thing. So these rogue mayors who believe they can order their police to arrest ICE agents are pushing for civil war. That's what they're doing. They're putting the local police against the federal police. How is this not pushing for a civil war? It kind of looks like civil war already. These mayors need to be put back into their places. They're mayors. That's it. Scratch the old back here. These rogue mayors who believe they can order their police to arrest ICE agents are pushing a civil war. They need to be put back in their places. From Johnson in Chicago, Frey in Minneapolis, Mamdani in New York, Karen Bass in LA, and so on. Federalism trumps. You like that? You like that? Federalism trumps your executive order, your cute little executive order. You can write your executive orders. That only means that you're criminally obstructing federal law. Those executive orders cannot be legally enforced. Touch base on the chat here real quick. This is so this is Portland. Absolutely ridiculous. Why are they not just putting these people down? Get the hose. Let's go. Get the hose. 100% that was coaching. Check out the chat here real quick. Yeah, if my child was in that school, I'd be pissed. Yep. Because we went up with our to our school. We raised hell. We had a lot of problems. They lied to us on numerous occasions. The actual superintendent, and I wasn't being disrespectful or outrageous or anything. I was just asking legitimate questions. The superintendent, I heard this from one of the school board members. The superintendent literally told the school board not to answer me anymore, not to respond to me anymore. When I wasn't berating anybody, it was like an email once a week. I'd try to follow up and find out what was going on and yada, yada, yada. But, and whatever. It is what it is, I guess. The pinned message. Oh, that's my little store there, if you're interested. The pinned message. So yeah, then you got these idiot mayors doing that. Good luck with that.
The flashbangs.
And then, interestingly enough, I saw on the news this morning that Mira Nair, Mamdani, the New York mayor Mamdani's mother, is deep inside the Epstein files. What's going on with that? I did a little searching on the Epstein files yesterday, but man, there's a lot out there. You need some real time to sit down and go through it. But she even had held a movie. I guess she was a movie director, and she held a movie premiere at Ghislaine Maxwell's house in 2009, shortly after Epstein's first conviction, I believe, wasn't it? Interesting. And then you had people out there protesting at his house last night at the mayor's residence, I guess. I'm not sure if I have a clip of that or not, but out there protesting at the mayor's house, which is great. They're out there protesting the actual mayor. And what is happening? You got the world flipped upside down. Then you got Fetterman out here, Senator Fetterman from Pennsylvania, my guy right here.
Like, focus on the secure our border, deport all the criminals, and that we can figure out now. And I also say now, some of the agents wearing masks, I think primarily that's driven by people are going to dox those people. That's a serious concern too. Absolutely. They could target their families, and they are organizing these people to put their names out there. So don't ever dox people and target their families too. So that's part of the churn as well now too.
Okay. With the time we have left, I have a couple other topics.
Like, folks,
Even Fetterman, man. Even Fetterman understands why they need to wear masks. And just for us to touch base on just some humanity again real quick. I saw this video and I thought, this is just great. This is great. This is like pure, true happiness right here. This is just lovely. I love it. I'm going to go full screen so you can see all of it. But this is great. I love this.
All right, we got Jake. We got some snow. And Jake told Daddy that it's not a recommendation, but it is a requirement that we do donuts when it snows. So, Jake, are you ready? All right, well, hold on to your britches, buddy, because here we go.
I love it.
Oh, boy.
Pure happiness right there. Remember, we're all human. Human.
Wait, buddy. What do you think? More. You want to do it again?
That's great, man. That's great. We forget our humanity sometimes, guys. We forget our humanity.
I'm a bad person.
Like this evil woman here. No, about evil.
We need to talk. We are underutilizing a crucial tool of the resistance, and that is bullying. And of course you don't know how to bully. You're a good person, but don't worry. I'm a bad person. This is kind of vulnerable to admit, but I am a recovering mean girl. I'm a lot nicer now, but I still got that dog in me, and that dog bites. I'm gonna walk you through some tricks of the trade. The first thing you need to know about bullying is that it is not about you. It is about your target. Decenter yourself from the narrative. Stop thinking in terms of what I think. Start thinking in terms of what they think. Zero in on them and what they think is bad, and then use it. Where should I begin? How do I know what they think is bad? They're the worst people in the world. Don't worry, I got you. Here are some places where you can start. Number one, unchangeable physical features. Height and hairline are always a great go-to, but I am encouraging you to dig deeper. Are their eyes too far apart? Do they have a snaggled tooth? Do they waddle when they walk? Are they bull-legged? But I don't want to body shame. Shut up. This isn't about you. Don't be selfish. Sure, we make great strides in the body positivity movement.
We're all about being super nice to people, and we're all about acceptance, and we're all about love, acceptance. Unless you believe something different than we do, then you're evil. Then you're evil. And I want to end you and cut you off of the internet, and I want to bully you and make you feel bad about yourself because you voted for Trump.
We're gonna have to put a pin in it right now and zero in and call these people a gaggle of fat fuck. You don't have to be a wordsmith. You can think in terms of images and then describe that. What? I can't hear you over the sound of your double chin flapping in the wind. See, we got a strong image there and it was really cruel. Number two, personal tragedy. This one works great if you're in a Facebook argument with your cousin's uncle's roommates in the comments section. Dig deep. Find out if they have a parent with an incurable illness that they died of. Then find a way to blame them for it. Your mom got leukemia on purpose. It doesn't have to make sense for it to hurt. Number three, in the moment, minor errors, fumbles, and faux pas. Did they stutter? Did they trip? Did they misspeak? Oh my God, if they misspoke, forget about it. Game over. That's a new nickname. That's a new nickname you get. No, but like in all seriousness, I do just want to say this one thing. The people who are supporting this right now are human beings. They have feelings,
Except, I'm sure there's a butt coming
and
up.
that is their greatest weakness.
Look crazy in that lady's eyes, guys. Where do we get? We just want to hurt people. That's all she wants to do is hurt people. This is where we're at. I just don't understand it. This is where we're at. Mean girls, bullying people, all that kind of stuff. Or this lady.
Feel like conservatives.
I'm gonna get into a little bit more on the. Actually, you know, let me put that up now. Hang on, give me 1 second here. See if I can't find that video. There's a video there of a mother. There we go. Mothers in Portland, Oregon are taking their kids to active anti-ice riots at the local ice building, leading to a 7-year-old girl and a baby being hit by gas. And like, who do you blame here? We all know who the left blames here.
Good
burn. Just a genuine question, curious question. How can you keep supporting Trump after the latest Epstein file drop, fully confirming Trump is deep in all that? Not saying a bunch of Democrats aren't as well. Deep in all what? Deep in all what? What did he do? What's the evidence show? I need more than just flight logs that fly to New York or New Jersey. I need more than that. I need, like, I don't know, pictures of him sitting in a hot tub with underage girls. Maybe getting a back rub from an underage girl. Those kind of things. You know, the ones like Clinton has. That would be helpful. Any kind of, like, don't get me wrong, if I find out that, you know, hey, Trump was I don't think he is, but if, you know, it comes out, hey, Trump's a pedophile, then I'll act accordingly. I know the left thinks that we'll just be like, oh, well, you know, that's okay. No big deal. No worries on that. Just fine. It's fine. We're going to hit into some liberal insanity here shortly. There'll be some laughs, I promise. I promise. Hang on. Stick around. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and all that hubbub. And we're going to get into some fun here in a minute. I don't know if this was before or after I posted the response from Fetterman, but because they get doxxed and their families get attacked, I'm not sure I like it either, but this is the culture that we live in now where the left is just so willing to commit violence on people. Were masks okay during COVID? I mean, I didn't wear one. I didn't have my kids didn't wear one either. I didn't make them wear one. They didn't wear one at school. They all got notes from me that they didn't have to wear them. And that's part of the reason why the school doesn't like us. Actually, my daughter at the time was in kindergarten and they had like circle time or whatever, where they'd get in a little circle and read a book. They made my daughter sit on the other side of the room. Whenever they'd walk to lunch or whatever like that, they'd make her go last in the line all the time because she wasn't wearing a mask. And props to my daughter. She didn't let that bother. I told her if she wanted to wear it, if it was, you know, pressure and she felt like she, you know, go ahead, you can do it if you want to. But I told her that you don't have to. And she chose not to on her own. And I just love that. I just love that. All my kids chose to not wear them on their own, which I just love. There was one moment when I was wearing them. I'm a contractor, and there was one moment when I was wearing one. I used to love to walk into like Home Depot and Lowe's, stuff like that, with no mask on and look at everybody looking at me weird and, you know, scowling at me or whatever. But there was one time when I walked in and there was a line, you know, you walk in past the checkouts and there was a line there and there was a guy in line. He was probably 3 back and he had a mask on and he saw me walk in without my mask. Then he took his mask off. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I'm going to do all this.
Let's have ourselves a quick laugh, shall we? This guy.
Look at this video. Look at this video. This is what's wrong with America right here. We got a pregnant woman having a change in AC filter by herself. No husband in sight. No, she probably doesn't even know who the dad of the baby is. This is the problem. These women in America are just having these babies. They're not staying with the dads. The dads aren't sticking around. They're picking these low life, deadbeat dads. Nobody around to help them. Just having to do all this herself. And she's just going to get bigger. She's going to get bigger and bigger, more and more pregnant.
Finally, an original video, right? I wasn't expecting that. I thought that was pretty good. ICE agents need masks because they don't want everyone knowing that they are murderers. Inaccurate. That's inaccurate. It's mostly because they don't want their families to be put in danger by the leftists' mental disorder, insane, angry, emotional thinking clowns that live on the left that will go after your family. They'll dox your kids. They'll come to your house. They'll mail letters to your neighbors about you and all kinds of stuff. Guess what? It all happened to me. And for doing what? Just First Amendment stuff. Just First Amendment stuff. They don't want you to do your First Amendment stuff because if your First Amendment stuff makes too much sense, then it might pull away some of these useful idiots away from their masters. There's been reports of there's a video of reporters getting beat, a woman getting beat. It's just there's endless videos of these guys out there protesting and whatever and getting into little fight. These kids, these high school kids, getting into fights and whatever. Here's a good reason why. Here's a good reason why they wear masks. It's an ICE agent here next to the car in the red. That's an ICE agent. That's an ICE vehicle, that white one there. They took his hat through it. Kicked it. Pushed him. Like that. Where are we at, first of all? Where, like, this is what I'm talking about. We have to have, they wear masks because these insane mental midgets are out here doing stupid crap like this. Most of the time, just so they can get a viral video.
Go fucking home! Get the fuck out of our neighborhood! Get the fuck out of our neighborhood! Get the fuck out of our neighborhood! Fuck you! Fuck you! Take you on out, you fucking get the fuck out of here! Fuck you!
This is a law enforcement officer. It's funny too because they never have any quote unquote courage unless there's a bunch of them. Antifa or anti-fascists, I wonder why the right wing hates those guys. Huh? Probably because they're hateful, immature, violent, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff.
Have you made a retraction about your video that was rated to be edited?
Does that say I need my glasses, guys? Oh man. Let's see what this hate says. Oh. Here I thought it was my fault, but I see that you can't spell. So have you made a retraction about your video that was reddited to be disinformation? I assume that the only video you could possibly talk about is the one where I had the video of Alex with the car that was driving by. It looked like he had a pistol in his hand. The one that I said in the video, hey, I don't know if this is even real. This could be AI. This could be whatever. What do you guys think? The one that I didn't present as fact, the one that I made sure everybody knew was AI, maybe. I didn't have any verification on if it was a fact, an unedited picture. That one. No, I haven't made a retraction for it. Oh, there's that tag word. He's another bootlicker who just wants to see his side win. I want America to win. I want America to win. That's who I want to win. Maybe we need to decompress. Let's decompress. Let's take it down a notch, guys. Got to be careful because the left, they get very triggered. And we get a lot of lefties in here that are angry. And they want to make sure that I know they're angry and that they want to make sure I know they don't like what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to let them cool down a little bit. So we're going to do that now. We're going to put this up. That's just beautiful. I just love it. Good for them Penguins, man. That looked like fun. Sometimes you have to decompress, guys. Just got to decompress. Remember, we're all just people out here, man. We're just people out here. We're just people. We got to treat each other like that, too. Oh. I'm trying to find stuff that's not all just fighting and all that kind of crap going on. But man, there's a lot of that going on. There's an awful lot of that going on. All whistles and no Second Amendment. There we go. The left, there's nothing wrong with the left. They're not nuts or nothing. They're fine. Everything's fine. I just want to make it clear that if this was my kid or my friend or my whatever, I would slap the crap out of him. There was recently a little hater that was trying to get after me on here that was wearing masks like that. Okay, are you going to pull up videos of the conservative parents who use their kids for clout? I don't know. Are there any? I can't think of anyone who took their kids to a dangerous protest where there was smoke and rubber bullets and things flying and pepper spray. I don't know the difference between conservatives and Republicans. Well, I tend to disagree. I don't support Republicans unless I have to. Unless I have to. And you had this reporter out there. I think this is Portland. Out there last night. She's over here against the fence. They got her cornered. These thugs.
It's like we got a street fight.
There's a guy over there fighting with him. The guy. Upper, hitter, puncher.
It's like we
we got a street fight.
It sounds like a woman out there screaming, fuck, F her face up. F her, F her. This is the left. Why are they okay with this? This is a guy in here picking on a woman that's like cornered against the fence. This is after she left. That part doesn't show it. One of the protesters runs up behind her and puts a knee in her back and knocks her on the ground. Because that's cool. That's what we're supposed to be doing to each other, right? Just hurting each other and getting mad at each other. Hey, you should be a Philadelphia police officer, a sheriff. This is real. What's this for? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyone deliberately showing a video you know to be fake is scum. Okay. I think I already answered that, but I know you seem to be a little slow. So I'm just gonna let it go. We'll ignore it. I already answered you. I said that in the actual video itself. I'm not gonna deal with it. Bye. Pardon me. Sure, they'll just come back. Pirates class, I hope. Yeah, that same build, yeah. You had no problem with them under Obama, who actually murdered more Americans, and Renee used her vehicle as a weapon. And Alex, well, that was many mistakes from him and Border Patrol. Agree. No one says anything about when Obama, I think there was like 57, I thought I saw a count of that died in ICE custody when Obama was in power, when the Obama regime was active. There were more then.
The president just arrested 2 journalists. Now I think that he's almost in double down mode. I thought he was in de-escalate mode. Now he's having journalists arrested.
Well, he arrested journalists for committing crimes and then filming themselves committing crimes and then talking and admitting on camera to committing those crimes. So, you know, just because you say you're a journalist doesn't mean he violated the FACE Act in 18 U.S. Code Section 241, right? Among others.
Simple. You think he used Yeah, well, look, just because you know the number of the statute, bravo, you probably know the
I just read the indictment.
But they also want to throw the Ku Klux Klan Act after him. The indictment, as a lawyer, let me tell you, not an impressive document. And you should read
the two
into
lawyers
why
you
that
just
felony
had on,
complaint
Chris,
that they tried
disagreed with you.
originally got signed. Well, no, they're
listen.
worried. They're worried about the application. They're worried about the
because
application.
they like Don
How
Lemon.
did
and they
Don
said,
Lemon
look,
or Georgia Fort use force or intimidation? How did they use force or intimidation? Fundamental part of the mens rea of that statute. How?
Chris, I think it's laudable that you want to defend your friend. Don Lemon said on camera that the purpose of the event that he was actively participating in was to traumatize people. And he said that is good. That is what that is for. He went in there. He admitted on camera. You're believing the woman who organized it for some reason. You're not believing Don Lemon, your own friend. He said that he knew a secret. He knew about what they were doing in advance. He wouldn't say it on camera.
Yeah,
he served coffee to his fellow activists in there. He violated the FACE Act.
journalists
He conspired
know
against
things
rights.
all the
Chris, very important
time.
point. You cannot claim First Amendment protections while you actively violate the First Amendment rights of others. My friend, Chris Bell's wife, Joan Bell, was in prison for 27 months over this for an abortion clinic.
Right? Oh, I wanted reset for me. Couldn't stop the video there. It's almost like they didn't want me to. The most common, let's see, deaths in ICE custody during the Obama administration, 2009 through 2017, is 56. 56. 56 deaths in ICE custody under Obama. Man, it's almost like they're being disingenuous. It's almost like they don't want you to know. It would be safer to leave your child in a lion cage than with a Republican. If you really believe that, man, I'd like to see it. Let's see you put your child in a lion's cage then. Let's see it. I need to refill my coffee. Then we're going to have a couple laughs before we close it up here. Let me find a video we can put on. Just, oh, there's a funny one. Oh, not yet. I'm going to have that when I'm back. Let's do, oh, there's another funny one. We're going to have a couple laughs here. I'm just trying to get a video on here that'll last for, a little bit. Oh, there's that video of them hitting her in the back. This is the video of the protesters coming up behind that lady. I just showed you the reporter walking down the street. That's her walking down the street there. And this guy comes up behind her, kicks her in her back, knocks her on her ass. How is this okay? Well, that's cool. Punch her, punch her. What kind of a person? I'm not even gonna say a man. What kind of a man runs up behind a woman and kicks her in the back like that? I'm left speechless a little bit with stuff like that. I just don't understand how those things can even really happen. I don't know. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm just trying to find something that'll last till I'm just gonna get a coffee and come right back. Here we go. This is the LAPD here. They're done playing games. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes to get my coffee.
Let him go! In the area! Get the fuck out! Stop fucking in here with the stick! Get the fuck out of here! You fucking asshole! You're the safety of fucking murder! Fuck out of here! Fuck out of here! You're not a victim! You don't handle that people! You don't handle
Perfect timing. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Hey, I just wanted to say real quick. My wife is gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's beautiful. There's a bunch of videos of them attacking these. Oh, more of the laugh. I swear we'll laugh in a second. There's a couple funny ones coming up. But this one.
You dumb fucks!
This is liberal women versus conservative women this week.
I fucking cried 10 fucking years ago. This is why I cried. This is why I cry.
Hi, what are you doing?
And tell me your fucking name, because my name is Alex and I say fuck you! Holding back the... Thinking of the fear I've had. The fucking shit! Yes, I do need an asylum where I can get free medical care, you stupid cunts!
Oh, she's not the word.
When somebody you dumb fucks!
So real.
When I fucking cried!
Accurate. That is accurate, though. I mean, it's accurate. Look around. You can see it every day. These liberal people. Oh, no, Julia says when I said deportation is better than murder, though I am happy to condemn Obama for his wrongdoing. It's interesting that you didn't. The thing we should probably focus on is that you didn't know there was wrongdoing under the Obama administration, but you knew there was a wrongdoing under the Trump administration. So maybe you should look inward. Why did you not know? I mean, it's great that you say that you'll be happy to condemn him now. 10 years later. But what about then? How come you didn't know? Maybe people that don't know shouldn't really be putting their opinions out there. I'm just saying. It's a free country. We can all do that, but I just want to say, I'm just saying. Oh, please. The education system is BS. Nobody is pressuring your kids. Stop lying. You took your kids to a TPUSA event, though. Did you concern yourself with that? No students are allowed. No, I never took my kids to any rallies or events like that, ever. Never done that. Probably should. I mean, I would. I certainly would, but I just haven't. What do we got here? I think this one way early. I don't know if they're even still in here, but someone said, have you ever listened to Alan Jackson, the pastor, not the singer? I think you may like him. Yes, I have. I do like him. He's good. Wash that nasty hat. It's a camo hat, so it looks, like it might be dirty, I guess. Maybe it's not, though. Let's see. Yeah, I remember Obama kids in cages. Almost as if you only cheered on with Trump and ignore any sort of Obama Biden did conservative shit combo. What? Try again. Try that one again. Give it another shot. I know you can do it. Yeah, I agree. They will run the country eventually.
Through here, they can come.
It's like, I don't understand these things. You explain this stuff to me. How's this work? How does this work? These people, just people, set up barricades in the street. And the cops are there.
What can we do to hurry this up? Because we have fire trucks and ambulances that might need to get through here. They can come through here. You're talking about the community, and we're talking about making sure that your neighbors can get access to emergency services.
City buses have been easily passing, so I suspect.
And we're all here. When they come, we'll move it for them, Frankly, you're the one blocking it right now.
Yeah, I heard there was some men running around over there abducting people. You guys are blocking the community because you guys aren't.
They're driving with swap plates on their cars. Why aren't you ticketing them?
Oh,
They've got swap plates on their cars. That's not legal in Minnesota.
Thank you. Go take care.
They just leave. They need to pull that crap out of there.
Yeah. Good talk. Jacob, he sent us here.
Are we still? Is this arguing about the Renee Good thing still? It doesn't matter what he thinks. It matters if what he thinks is reasonable, Julius. She was turning away from him and was moving quite slow. He also shot her twice after she passed. This is stupid ass comments. Don't you understand? The guy's standing in front of the vehicle and the engine revs. Not for me. That's not for me. It's not for me. She was turning away from him. Bullshit. You see her tires spin. Tires spinning, engines revving. He's in front of the car. Give me a break. What he thinks is reasonable is to stop her from running the car into him and maybe other people down the road. You don't know what's going to happen at that point. Oh, bootlicker. Man, that really stings. That really makes me, it takes all the wind out of my sails when people call me a bootlicker. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to respond to that strong language? I don't know. I guess I'll just get over it.
When this is all over and Trump is gone and Democrats are back in charge and we're rebuilding everything, the punishment for MAGA
This woman is running for a state rep in Georgia.
for voting Trump 3 times needs to be that they lose their internet access for 4 years, that they cannot post videos or comments on social media for 4 straight years, so that none of us are subjected to their lies and misinformation while we are rebuilding the chaos that they caused. The whole world and America gets to be without their BS online for 4 straight years. Can we all agree to this?
No. Could you imagine the level of indoctrination they could get completed if we couldn't talk for 4 years? You can't even comprehend a simple comment, clown. You have to learn how to type. You have to type words in an order that makes sense, and then try to spell them right too. I know it's tricky. English is hard. English is hard. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had a funny video I wanted to put up here. Dang it, where is it? Well, it's not funny, but
believe that
this is truth.
We've really been tricked to believe that if somebody a different color from you and they don't agree with what you think, they automatically racist. I'm looking at my feeds every day. 90% of them are white people telling me they agree with me, they ride with me, they calling me their brother, and this on every single post.
I'm not sure why, but the sound cuts out on that video. It's kind of weird. But he's got an interesting point. I know there was some funny ones out here. Oh wait, there's that one. Hang on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Just bear with me. Bear with me. We're out here by ourselves. We're trying out here by ourselves. Hey, on a side note, the left's freaking out because, I mean, ICE killers unmasked. 2 Spanish agents were who shot Alex Peretti. You can't. I mean, you can't. How you gonna?
Honor a man.
How you spin that one? And Epstein file stuff.
Today, we honor a man who not only parties with Jeffrey Epstein and Russian hookers, he also gets STDs from Russian hookers. A man that after getting STDs from Russian hookers, he graciously gives these STDs to his own wife, Melinda, who looks like a man, by the way, kind of like my wife. Anyway, instead of telling his wife, Melinda, that he just gave her STDs he contracted from Russian hookers, he asks his friend, Jeffrey Epstein, for some antibiotics so he can secretly put them in his wife, Melinda's drink without her noticing, all while describing the shape of his own penis to his good friend, Jeffrey.
Almost time to go
Today,
to work.
We honor a man
work today
who not only
let me check out the chat before I head out of here. What's going on in the chat? Hurry up, haters! Get your comments in there quick. Yep, just so we know, that was AI. That was an AI video that I just played there. If Faith was here, she'd tell you to smile at a stranger. She'd tell you that, and she'd mean it if she said it too. She always means it. Funny you ignored what Trump Epstein ties? What Trump Epstein ties that aren't already out there that don't have any? There's nothing criminal about any of those things. There's nothing even suggestive. They had to come out. The left had to come out with fake doctored photos to try to get him, man. Give me a break. They investigated the guy for 10 years and had the Epstein files for 4 years. You can't be this dumb. You can't be. There's no excuse to be this ignorant. There's no excuse. All right. Well, smile at a stranger. Pray for your enemies. Keep us in your prayers. We can certainly use them. I would very much appreciate it. That's the best thing you can do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out magamericans.com for all our links and info. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m.